If you want to diagnose the evaporative system on this Toyota Hybrid or on any other cars, you need to understand how the system works and why it is there in the first place. So today's video is going to be about the evaporative purge solenoid. As you can see, there are two hoses attached to it. This one comes from the charcoal canister, which is located next to the fuel tank, and that canister will collect the gasoline vapors when the car is not running. Then when the computer decides, it will open the solenoid through a pulse width signal, and since the intake manifold has vacuum, it will suck the vapors through this line. This bottom line is connected to the intake manifold down there. One test you can do is to open the fuel cap, and it shouldn't be too much pressure in there. Right now the car was sitting for a long time, so I expect pressure to be built up in there because the charcoal canister is already full. So let's see. Okay, you could hear that pressure. Now if you still see pressure by the fuel tank cap after you drove the car for a while, then you want to check the charcoal canister and hose which connects to the fuel tank. And with that being said, let's go ahead and do a couple of tests on this solenoid, because this is the one which will fail the most. Alright, so I've got my scan tool connected, and let's see. This one is called also bits. Alright, so let's command to the computer to send the pulse width to the solenoid. And you can feel the clicking noise. Now it's off and on again. Now let's keep it off. Now the keys are in the second position, so we should see some control value here. This should be below 10 volts, and we've got 7.78 volts. The car battery level is 12.5 volts. Next, let's command to the solenoid to be turned on, and I know from theory that the pulse width will be sent from 0 to 12 volts, and we should see only the average here. Now it also depends on the duty cycle of the pulse width. So let's see. Okay, so we've got 9 volts. That means the duty cycle is a lot higher than 50%, because if the duty cycle of the pulse width will be 50%, then we're gonna see the half of this voltage, the car battery voltage, which is 12.5. Okay, so next I want to remove this solenoid from here. There is just a screw on the back here. Okay, so now if you use a vacuum pump, obviously this line which connects to the canister shouldn't hold any vacuum because it will suck in. So if you still connect it and pump, you should already feel the smell of gasoline. This is the line which connects to the intake manifold. Obviously you can also inspect this for cracks, but this one looks very good. So for the next test, I'm gonna apply vacuum to this nozzle which connects to the intake manifold. So it should hold vacuum, and it does. As you can see, there is a slow leak. Okay, so it's not perfectly sealed. Now this is not a huge problem right now, but in the future this will become a larger leak for sure. So it's something to keep in mind in the future. If for example you've got the evaporative code, you know what to expect from this solenoid. And if you wonder what happens if you connect the vacuum pump to the other nozzle, well, this one is not meant to hold vacuum. So as you can see, it goes down pretty fast. Let's reconnect the solenoid, and that's pretty much it you can do on it. Okay guys, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, let me know, and until next time, drive safe so I can see you in the next video.